All right. Good morning to every one of us. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning to Errol Lanos, Abraham Adidotun, Alfonso Ikedia Shi. Um, good morning, Anthony Amechi. Good morning, Anthony Kayode. Good morning, Annie Kibe Solomon. Uh, good morning to Bawo Emmanuel Chidio Bodo. Okay, I'm seeing this particular name, but this name is a system name. ASOS Z0112D. Okay. Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, Ekpensky. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm also wishing us a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. You understand? It's the festive period, and yes, we should all be in a festive mood, in a happy mood. Yes, yes, that's how everything is supposed to be. So today we're going to be having our money market review again, and it's going to be one of a kind. It's going to be an interesting one, as like it has always been. This is going to be the last for this week, actually, and like we all know, the market is going to close to us by on Friday. It closes to us on Friday every week, so the market is going to close today again. But that as it is, we're going to be looking at what the market is doing or saying today. Then we'll follow what the market says. You understand? We're going to look at it and hopefully we'll make some see what is going to happen and we'll make some decisions and see. Hopefully, make more profit like we've always done. You understand? So first thing first, if you're able to hear me loud and clear, although yes, I can see that on my chart, I can also see that I can see some response there, like Mr. Jonathan now said good morning, sir. I know it means he can hear me loud and clear. Ekolanos ODG also saying good morning too. Yeah, it means he can hear you all can hear me loud and clear. But I won't be too. I not to assume, not to assume. So if you can hear me loud and clear, please just drop a chat saying loud and clear. But if you're unable to hear me, it means maybe it's a network issue from your own end. So I'll kindly advise maybe you shift your position from where you are to another position. Understand? All right. So yes, if you can hear me, please kindly drop a message at the chat section, loud and clear. All right? Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So we'll move on. So today we're going to be looking at what is happening today. Maybe we'll look at it fundamentally. Then we'll move down to the technical aspect of it to see what is going to happen. Okay, Soji Famoroti, good morning. You're saying loud and clear. So thank you very much. All right. So um 19th of December. A lot of news came out yesterday. Interesting one. We had news coming out on JPY. Also on GBP, their monetary policies was released. Then by 2:30, we had the USD news on dollars. And yes, they all did their own quota in the market, you understand? Because the news that came out on JPY, the monetary policies and everything, there was a drop in it JPY actually lost strength, so it pushed the USD JPY further up. But as at later in the afternoon, when it got to a particular high, it started moving back down, trying to recover the whole movement. Okay, then GBP also came out too, and we saw that the interest rate is still the same thing as 4.75, but on the MPC official bank rate votes. It came out negative, you understand? So that also pushed GBP, like instrument pair like GBP USD, pushed it down to the downward side. It sold, you understand? So all right. let's see what we are having for today. Today, which is 20th December, we're going to, okay, the first news is already gone, which is on GBP, that's for retail sales. The next one we're expecting is by 2:30, which is coming out on CAD and USD. And just like we all know, we've always said, we should always look out for the actual. The actual determines what we're going to do. Like this morning now on GBP, retail sales month to month, it came out negative 0.2. And we already know what that means. Once you see a negative actual, once it comes out red, it means the information that is being released is bad for that currency. It means that currency is what is a sell. If it comes out as green, it's saying buy. And if it comes out as black, that is neutral. And funny enough, we also say neutral is partial buy. But one of the things we need to understand is this: whenever it's neutral, it moves both sides. You understand? Either it picks the bearish side first, it sells first, then later it reverses back to the upside, or pushes to the upside, then reverses back down. That's how it does normally on black, you understand? But we still call it partial buy because at the end of the day, you still discover that it's still going to go back up. So that's that on fundamental. The news we're expecting today, that's that. Then by 4 p.m., we're expecting the revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment. After that, we're done for the day in terms of fundamentals. So technically, we begin to look at the market and hope that, okay, one or two things happens in the market and pushes a price to either go to the upside or downside, and we're able to spot it, and then we peak. Okay, so I'll be sharing my chart with us, so we'll see what is on. Then now, first thing, kindly note that we're going to be looking at the market just like we've always done in time past. We'll look at the market starting with currencies, then we move down to commodities to indices. Also be given an We'll also be given opportunities to also pick our instruments that I want us to assist in checking to see, okay, which one you want us to look at, assist in analyzing, pick our options on that. So first thing first, like we all know, we'll start with currencies. Euro USD has always been the first, so it's still going to be the same thing that we'll be looking at today, starting with Euro USD. So this is on my daily time frame. I'm sorry, on my 1 hour time frame. And looking at it, we discovered that this particular long candle we were seeing our candle 1 on 1 hour, that's by us at 7 a.m. The same thing happened. Price got to this same point and it got rejected. Around this same zone, price got rejected. So meaning we're expecting a push up on Euro USD. Based on what we're seeing, we're expecting price to buy. Based on what we're saying here now, we're expecting price to buy on Euro USD. This is on my 1 hour time frame. So I'm expecting price to push up to the upside. And if you look at it, even in the past, the last time price got to this point was in the month of November, based on what we're seeing on 1 hour time frame, the month of November, and price got rejected at that zone. Price pushed up. So now price has gotten to this point, and this a double bottom around that same point. So we're expecting price to do what? To go up. So I'm going to pitch my tent with the bulls on Euro USD. Based on what I'm seeing on my 1 hour time frame, I pitch my tent with the bulls on Euro USD. Stay with that. That's that. And I believe, yes, we all can see what we can see based on what we're seeing on the chart. We can all see that, yes, it's going to be pushing up based on this strategy because price has been rejected on that point up to 3 times. First, we saw November, then day before yesterday, FOMC. Now, this morning again, price got to that point and it got pushed back to the upside. You understand? Based on what the support is a strong zone. Okay. So Euro USD, I stay with the bulls. Now let's look at USD card. Let's look at USD card. Based on what I'm seeing or we're seeing on our 1 hour time frame, okay, Look at it. For a while, USD CAD has been on an uptrend. In fact, based on what we're seeing since, okay, on my 1 hour, since the month 26th, around okay, I'm coming, since 25th of September, price has been going up on USD CAD. Based on what we're seeing, it's been pushing up, and it has gotten to a new high. Now, that new high, it got to that point, and that was a day before yesterday. Yes, it got to this particular new high, and price got rejected at that point. Now, we can see that price pushed down over 50% based on what has happened on the news. In fact, I'll say almost, if not 90% or so. Now, price has gone back up, but now price is still pushing back down. For me, on USD CAD, I'm expecting price to push down, you understand? Because it has actually gone up for a long while. So I'm expecting price to come down on USD CAD based on what we're seeing. But let's look at it from this aspect. Okay, look at it from this side. Based on what we're seeing on this trend, okay, let me pick it from this particular point. Okay, this is 1 point. Based on what we're seeing from on this trend, you see it's been expecting and pushing up. But now, if price is coming down, I'm expecting price to have to struggle around this point, And if price does not struggle, to come back to meet this trend. Come back to make this trend. So let's wait for price. Based on what I'm seeing this morning, I'm expecting price to drop to this particular point. So if price is able to drop to this particular point, then we begin to look out for either price to break this zone or push back to the upside. So let's watch and see. So I'm expecting price to come down. You understand? That's my take on USD CAD. I'm expecting price to come down, bearish movement. Okay. Which other instrument? Let's look at GBP USD. Yes, GBP USD together. And with us, GBP USD. Okay, on GBP USD now. Okay, so based on what we're saying this morning, GBP USD, look at it, got to this low and it's been trying to push back up. This is a point for it. This particular point is a demand zone coming. Paint it out so we proceed. This particular point where it is a demand zone. Okay, so yes, based on what we're seeing now, it is expected for price to also push up on GBP USD. I'm expecting price to push up on GBP USD, and looking at where price is currently, you discover that around this point, it's still the same thing. It's still a demand zone, and it's a strong demand zone. I'm expecting price to push up on that point. The last time price got to that, around where it is now, price pushed up. So I'm expecting price to push up. It's in a demand zone currently where it is. Price should push up. So, but let's wait for it to push higher. Let's see. Let me mark it out for us so we see if price is able to push above this particular section here. If price is able to push above this section here, then our advice, we can just go for our bullish movement. If price is able to go above this section, about this particular section that's been painted out for us, then I'm expecting price to push to the upside. Yes, this is based on what I'm seeing on my 1 hour time frame. But okay, let's look at it based on daily time frame. If you look at it on daily time frame, you still see that price is currently at a demand zone. And the last time price got to this part, it got rejected. Look at it here, based on what we're seeing. It's around November, so it got there, it got rejected. Now it's coming back then in this month, and it's still rejected. So it's a strong point based on what we're saying, double bottom on daily time frame. And you know, one interesting thing is this: your zones on higher time frames are stronger than the lower time frame. I'm expecting price to push up on GBP USD based on what we just saw now. I'm expecting price to push up on GBP USD. So I pitch my tent with the bulls on GBP USD. All right. So can see on the chart, someone just dropped it, AUD USD. Okay, we'll look at AUD USD. We're looking at currencies for now. Okay, so let's start. Let me look at it. AUD USD. Let's look at what the market is saying on AUD USD. AUD USD. Okay, AUD USD. It is. All right. Okay, AUD USD. Based on what we're seeing, I'm still expecting price to go up. AUD I'm expecting price to push up. Yes, that's my take on AUD I'm expecting price to push up. Look at this particular trend we're seeing here. Price got rejected around this point, and okay, fine. So look at it. Got rejected here, pushed up to this point, came down, got rejected around this point. You can see I've drawn the trend. Now this particular point is a demand zone on its own. It is expected that it's going to push down, and this particular candle, yes, I'm not expecting it to get down to this point. I'm just expecting maybe a little pullback. Then at the end of the day, the end movement is going to be bullish. You understand? So look at it from this point. If price is able to break above this particular zone that has been marked out for us, able to get into this zone and break out of it, then it is expected for price to push up. It's going to push up. But if that does not happen, I'm not expecting it to go there. It might just take its time, or maybe it will be steepy around this particular zone before it breaks out. You understand? Now the direction it breaks out to, our advice will follow. You understand? Once it breaks out to the upside, we follow, or the downside. But pending that, let's hold on. I'm just expecting price to pull back a little before it picks up the bullish the bullish movement on AUD USD. So AUD USD, let's hold on for price to get back down, to get back to this particular point, the where we have our trend line, which is our demand zone. You understand the trend? And I expect it to now reverse back and push up. But if that is not the case, if it breaks that zone, then it might not go that way. So I'll kindly advise we wait. Let's see what it's going to do at that particular zone. If it's not able to break that zone, I'm expecting price to reverse back up. Okay. All right. I can see Nwori Cornelius, you're saying talk about gold. We know the drill. The drill is I start with currencies. Once I'm done with currencies, commodities, then indices. So for now, I'm still on currencies. Okay. Thank you. Kenny said GBP JPY. All right, let's look at GBP JPY. GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Right, I'm on it. Okay. So based on what we were saying this morning, we discovered that our price is currently at a support zone, and is having issues there. Discover before now, price actually ranged. Then due to the news. Yes, this is on my 1 hour time frame. Due to what happened yesterday, there was money news on GBP and also JPY, and the news came out. Like, GBP was stronger. You understand? Based on what came out, GBP was stronger. I pushed up to the upside. Then after that, based on what we're seeing, around 11, 10, 11. Yes, around 11, price started reversing back down. Now it's at a demand zone. Price is at a demand zone. So what our advice we do is we wait. We wait, because you're seeing that price is not giving us any definite direction here now. Currently, price is not giving us any definite direction. So it's more or less like price is beginning to range. It's beginning a sideways movement around this point. So let's wait for price to give us a clear direction. Either it breaks to the upside or downside. Then we follow. Then we follow. That's the main thing. Just okay. That's what I'm saying from this part. If we're able to look at it, this is one, and as we can see, this is our support zone. Then this is another one here. So price is just it's in stand. So best thing best is what you hold on for the market price to give you a direction. If it gives you a definite direction, then we follow. If it gives us that direction, then we'll follow. Thank you. That's that on GBP JPY. It's not giving us any definite direction now, so we'll wait. Okay. The next instrument we're looking at, Kenny is also saying we should look at Euro AUD. Okay, Euro AUD. Okay, let's look at Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Still together. Euro AUD. Okay. Euro AUD. Yes. We discovered that price has been moving up for a while. In fact, okay, let's look at it from this point. Let me draw the trend so we'll see based on what we're saying here now. Price moved up from this point. It's been moving up, Okay. This way, nice. Okay, so price moved up at a point around this particular session. Now I discovered that price broke that particular trend. And when price broke the trend, got to this point, around this point, formed its zone. You understand? Now we have the demand zone, a new demand zone around here now forming. You understand? Based on what we're saying, this is the demand zone, which formerly was a resistance before it broke it. Now, price broke this trend coming down. This point is now a zone. You understand? Discover that it ranged around this particular trend. Price is trying to push it back, to push back to the upside. So this is what our advice we do. Let's wait for price to break above this particular trend here. If price is able to break above that trend, because you can, if you look at the trend now, you discover that price is having issues there. Price is currently having issues there, it's struggling. And because price is struggling there, we need to wait. Price can still respect the trend and push back down. So our advice, we hold on first. If price is able to break above this point, let's wait for a retest. If price should retest that zone and is unable to break it, then we'll follow the trend, buy. But if that does not happen, our advice, we hold on first. We hold on because currently you discover that price is having issues around that trend there. So let's wait for it. And if it respects that zone, I'm expecting price to drop back down to this particular point here. That's my take on Euro AUD. Yes. Okay. So which other instrument I can see saying GBP, Ekpemsky saying GBP USD. GBP USD. I did that already. I've done that already. So now we all know the drill. For all instruments that I've looked at, we'll have to hold on. So I'm able to look at all other instruments that we've not touched. Then we'll get back to it again. So Mr. Ekpemsky, kindly hold on for on GBP USD. It's one of the instruments I looked at first. So we'll get back to it again. USD JPY. USD JPY, Adeyemi Olaleke is saying we should look at USD JPY. Okay, let's go to USD JPY and see what the market is saying on USD JPY. USD JPY. All right, so interestingly, I've been on a buy on that USD JPY, and since on the 4th of this month, I was actually on a buy. I placed it on, and yes, it's been in profit for a while now. Okay, but let's look at it. Okay, let's see. Okay, before I even do that, let me show us that particular trade. It's on my other account, MT5. We'll see it. I'm coming, then we'll get back. Can you see? This is it. I've been on this trade since on the 4th of December, and it's been moving up, and I'm still, based on what I'm seeing, I will say I'm still expecting price to still push up on USD JPY, but currently price is relaxing because price got to a new high. Price has gotten to a new high, and we discover that now price pushed back down, and this morning is respecting that new zone that has formed here. You understand? Based on what we're saying, price is respecting this new zone that just formed here now. So let's hold on for price. Let's hold on for price. Price is relaxing at this point. That's what I'm saying. Price is relaxing at this point because the movement around from let's see, from on on the 18th. You understand? The movement has been to the upside, has been a sharp one. So I believe price is just trying to relax a little, after which price will continue the upward movement on USD JPY. Still expecting price to push up on USD JPY. Yes, I'm expecting price to push up on USD JPY. So let's hold on for it first. Let's see what price is going to do. You understand? Let's hold on for it. But if that is not the case, if it's able to break below this particular zone, you understand, and a retest should happen on it, then it could continue the bearish movement. It could continue the bearish movement. But I just feel, from my own opinion, I still feel that USD JPY is still going up. What's just happening is price is relaxing at that point. After a while, it should gather momentum and push back to the upside. That's my take on a USD JPY. I'm expecting price to still push up on USD JPY. Okay, Musliuddin, USD CHF. All right, let's look at USD CHF. USD CHF. Okay. USD CHF. It is. We need. With us. Okay. USD CHF. All right. USD CHF. Okay. So as of this morning, well, look at it. It's looking like price is going down based on the new trend. Price has got to a particular high, and based on what we are seeing now, from this particular point, it's more or less like price is going down, but it's moving down slowly. It's not moving with full strength. It's doing it slowly. You can see based on what we are seeing. Yes, let me put it. Price is moving down slowly. You understand? Based on this trend now, price is pushing slowly downwards. You understand? And if you discover, based on what we are seeing on candle zero, it's close to that particular zone, and price is having issues there. It's not having any strong movement around that point. And another thing we can also see is look at it. It's more or less like a cross section. Look at it from this point. Yes. So yes, price is having issues around this point. But one of the things I have to say is this: whichever direction the price is able to break above, you understand? If price is able to break above this particular zone, then it's going to be a strong movement. It's going to push up. If it breaks down, it's going to be moving down. It will respect the trend and push back down based on what is happening now. So let's hold on for what price is doing. Let's wait for it. Let's wait and see what price wants to do. Is it going to break above this particular trend? And if it's able to break above this particular trend, then from that, I believe price will push up. But if the reverse is the case, then I see price respecting the trend that is what is building. That's my take on USD CHF. If price is able to break down, you understand? If price is able to push back and move back to the downward side, then I see it respecting this trend back down. But if that is not the case, it could go up. So let's just watch out based on what we've seen, based on what you're seeing on the screen now. Let's hold on for price to pick a direction. That's what I'm saying. If it picks that direction, then we can all follow the direction. Okay. So all right, we've done some analysis on currencies. All right, so let's do justice to other ones. Let's go to commodities, after which we move to indices. Then we could come back to currencies again and look at some other ones that we've not seen. So yes, we've been saying we should look at gold. Yes, Ngori Colonial said gold. Arubi Manuel Obaji said we should look at gold. So yes, let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. Gold it is then. Let's look at gold. Gold is going to be the first instrument we'll look at on commodities today. Gold. Okay. All right. Gold. Gold. I'm on gold. And we discovered that for a while now, gold has been dropping. In fact, let's look at it. Based on what we're seeing, this is from my daily time frame. This is on my daily time frame. And yes, if you look at it, this is the zone here. That it's been coming down. I'm even expecting price to come and meet it at this point, hit this zone, then a reverse back. But from what we are saying, it's like price on gold is beginning to what? Push back to the upside. It's trying to push back to the upside based on what we are saying this morning. You understand? It's trying to push back to the upside. And yes, let's look at it on my 1 hour time frame. What we're seeing now, based on what we're saying, this is the new zone for it. It's trying to push back. So let's wait for price to push up. Even if you want to buy on gold, I would advise you wait for price to get to this particular section, in this particular zone. If price is able to break above this particular zone on gold, you understand, I can see it's going up fully. But if that is not the case, it could still go back, continue the downward movement. From what I'm saying, it could still continue downward trend till this particular point that has been marked out. Where is it? Okay, come in, painting it out for us. Yes, if that is not the case, if it's not able to get to that top, you understand, and break above this top, I'm expecting price to push back down and it will get to this zone, around this zone, you understand? And now from this zone, I expect price to now push up, you understand? I'm expecting price to push up from this zone. But if that is not the case, then maybe another direction then. But based on what I'm seeing this morning, I'm still expecting it to drop to this particular low. Once it gets to this point, then it can push up. But if that is not it, if price should push up and gets into this particular zone that has been marked out for us and is able to break above it, then I expect price to push up to start buying on gold. Start buying. Then another thing I want us to know is this, gold is an economic instrument. So some of the things we need to do is we look out for economies that we know are producers of these commodities and see what is happening in their economy. Like, for instance, now, who is the largest producer of gold around the world? And funny enough, you might not believe it, but China is number one. We have countries like China, even Australia and South Africa. All these countries, they are countries that are good in gold, strong producers of gold. Yeah, so let's look at what is happening in some of these countries. Then that can also help us in terms of picking a direction on gold. Look at some of these countries like Middle East countries where they might be having tensions, you understand? That could also determine, like, if there's like the tension between Israel and Hamas, Hezbollah, and the likes. These could also raise tension, and with that, it could also affect the price of gold moving up or downwards in the market, depending on the outcome of the tension between the two of them. At the same time, we also know that gold is a metal that is paired with USD, dollars in the market. And the reaction of gold to dollars is inverse. If dollars is going up, gold is going down. If dollars is going down, gold is moving back up. So these could also determine its movement. But there are times that you discover that gold is pushing up, dollar is also pushing up. One of the reasons is because, or the main reason is because gold is a safe haven. And remember, I was talking about tension between Israel and some of these Middle East countries. And these Middle East countries, they are known to be strong when it comes to oil. Now, you see, whenever there's tension like that, most investors, what they do is they begin to pull out their funds from oil and begin to invest in gold, because they'll begin to look out for an equal market that can also give them the value of what they've done in oil, you understand? But if that is not the case, normally, if there's no tension or the tension is reduced and everything, you see gold reacting to what? To dollars, you understand? There will be a reaction. The reaction is not going to be inverse and a strong one on gold, and we see it that way. That's the way gold moves, you understand? So that's that on gold anyway. Let's move to oil. Let's see what oil is saying this morning. Let's see. Oil.
Good morning, sir.
Please kindly drop
Sorry, I
it
have
on
a
the chat
question.
for me. Good morning. Kindly drop it on the chat, please. Thank you. I'm with you.
Okay.
All right, I'm with you. Please speak. Hello. Okay. kindly drop it on the chat then. So once I see it, I'm going to respond to it. Thank you very much. Okay, let's look at oil. Let's look at oil. Okay. More Colenius, you're asking for my number. Okay, no problem. Once I'm done, I'm going to drop my number on the chat for us so we can see it. I'll drop my number on the chat so you can chat me up on my WhatsApp. Yes, you can chat me on my WhatsApp and I'll surely respond to it. That I will do. So I'm going to be dropping my number for everybody. You get it on the chat. You understand? You see it. In fact, let me drop it now so we could see it there. I'll drop my number for us so we can get it there. So what you do is, you have any issues or any question, you can just drop it for me on the chat on WhatsApp. Yes, you can drop me for me on the chat. And once I see it, I will respond. Once I see it, I'll respond. So here it is, the number 091 210 94618. I come again, 091 210 94618. So yes, I've dropped it on the chat section, so you can get it there. If you need of my number, you can get it there. I've dropped it on the chat. So you have any questions you want to ask me, just drop it on my WhatsApp chat. Please don't call the number, please. Just drop it on my chat. Once you drop it for me on WhatsApp, I see it, I will surely respond to that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so let's look at oil now. Let's see what oil is doing. Fine. On my 1 hour time frame, based on what we're seeing on oil, you discover that oil went up, and after that it got to this particular high here, and price respected that particular point. Now price came back down and it got to this support zone, and price is holding up. So, well, based on what we're seeing, I'm still expecting price to come down. Based on that, I'm still expecting price to come down on oil. Expecting price to come down on oil. So what is doing this morning is just, I feel it's just struggling. So let's wait for price to break below this particular zone here that has been marked out. Then yes, we could go for the sell. Just like I said I'm expecting price to still drop on oil. So let's hold on for price to go below this particular section down. Then we can go for the oil or sell. But if that does not happen, it could reverse back up. And well, based on what I'm envisaging, seeing this on my 1 hour time frame, I'm still expecting price to get to this particular zone here, this particular section. I'm expecting price to drop to that point. Based on what I'm saying, I'm expecting price to drop to this point to come fill up this particular section here. So on oil, my own take is sell. I'm expecting price to drop on oil. I'm expecting it to drop. So hold on for price to break below this particular session here. If it's able to break below it successfully, then we can follow the bearish movement. I'm expecting price to get down to this particular zone here. That's my take on oil. A sell. A sell is my take on oil, based on what I've seen now, based on what price is showing us. And if you look at the trend, even on 1 hour, you discover that it's been giving us more of a bearish movement, a downward trend, based on what we're seeing. I'm expecting the price to come down on oil. That's my take. Thank you. Let's move to another instrument, commodity instrument on, okay, let's see. Which other commodity instrument? Okay, let's pick one more. Let's see, wheat. Okay, let's go to wheat. Let's go to wheat. Wheat it is then. Let's go to wheat. Wheat. Okay, so yes, look at it. Based on what we're seeing on wheat now, we discovered that wheat actually dropped. Remember, at a point, wheat was going up, and I said, I'm expecting price to drop on wheat. And yes, price has actually respected that, and it has dropped now. And based on what we're seeing, look at it. At this particular section, the demand zone is strong here. So I'm expecting price of wheat to now do what? Move back a little bit, move back to the upside. And in fact, if you look at it again, price gapped a little here. And one of the things which I've always informed us about is whenever there is a gap, one of the things price does is it tries its best to what to fill up that point. Yes, to fill up the point. So for wheat, I'm still expecting price to push back up. I'm expecting price to move up and fill up this particular zone that it gapped down. You understand? So my take on wheat is a buy. I'm expecting it to go up. I'm expecting the price of wheat to go up on what we're seeing now. This is on my 1 hour time frame. I'm expecting price to go up on wheat. That's my take on that. Okay. Okay. Let's look at indices instruments. Okay, peculiar Esther, you're saying what is my opinion on gold? We've checked gold, and just like we all know, like I said, currently based on what gold is doing, I said it has not given me a direction. I said I'm still expecting the price of gold to drop. And based on what we're seeing, that's why I marked out that two zones for us. I said, if price is able to break above this particular section up here, then I'm expecting to buy. But if that does not happen, I'm expecting price of gold to still drop. I'm expecting it to drop down to this point, after which is expected for price to push up. That's my take on gold. Once it gets to this zone that has been marked out for us, you understand, based on what we're seeing, this part that is shaded, you understand, I'm expecting the price to what? To push back up to the upside. If price is able to break above that section, then yes, I'm expecting it to buy. Okay. So, but if that is not the case, then no. So that's my opinion on gold. That's my opinion on gold. Okay, so let's look at US 2000. Let's look at US 2000. Okay, because I can Mr. Adeyemi is saying US 2000. So let's start with US 2000 today. Let's start with US 2000 today. Okay, we still have, wow, seriously, let's have like 10 minutes more, but try and see it's touch all the other instruments I've not touched. Okay, US 2000. Start with US 2000. Okay, US 2000. All right. So the information that we got on day of FOMC actually pushed price down. You know, interest rate was dropped, and that also affected price of indices. You understand? Now, a lot of time we might look at it like, yes, it's supposed to push up, but yeah, there are some other variables that is being used to determine some starting movement, and we discovered that US 2000 price has actually dropped to a particular low. You understand? As of this point now, price has dropped down, and based on what we were saying, on US 2000, based on what I'm seeing around this zone, let's look at it from my daily time frame. Exactly. I remember on this same daily time frame, I remember I was telling you sometimes ago that based on what I'm seeing on price, that's going to a new high, is coming back down to test this particular zone. You understand? So at this section here now, around this section here, I'm expecting price to start trying to reverse back up from this particular zone where it is. I'm expecting price to start reversing back up. But if that is not the case, if price should still continue pushing down and it breaks this zone, then we should expect price to get to this point. We should expect price to get to around this point. You understand? But basically, I'm expecting price to still push up because we all know when it comes to instrument like indices, a little bit of sell, but the main movement is always a buy. It's been pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, just some little sell. So based on what I'm seeing from this point, I'm expecting price to what? To push up. Once it gets into this zone and it's unable to break this zone, I'm expecting price to buy on US 2000. You understand? Okay, that's that for that. Let's also look at US 100, US 100, US 100. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, I think that the network. Yeah, it's just gathering momentum. Now for US 100, this is the main stuff here. Let me just mark it out so we could see it on US 100. Boom. You see, oh, sorry. You see, is this network that is glitching? Okay, it's back again, and now it's okay. Okay, sorry for that. Look at what we are seeing here. Based on what we are seeing at this point now, on my 1 hour time frame, you discover that US 100 also dropped down. It's been coming down, coming down, coming down. So if we are to follow based on the biases here, I'm expecting price to push up on US 100. I'm expecting it to push back up because this is a zone here. So I'm expecting it to push up. But if that is not the case and he decides that he wants to continue moving back down, you understand? So it means price is going to get to around this point. It's going to come down to this particular session. So now for those that are position traders, for those that are position traders around this particular zone here, they should be looking out for a buy around this point. They should be looking out for a buy. If price continues coming down, they should look out for a buy around this section. You understand? But if that is not the case, if that is not the case, and price decides to respect the zones, maybe fine, it wants to go down, it still wants to go down, and price decides to respect zone. I expect that price from this particular section here, price should be rejected back to push up. So whatever it is it wants to do, maybe it comes down to this particular session, is expected to push back up. But if that is not the case and it breaks down, it's going to get here. Then around this point, it's good for us to what? To buy. That's my take on US 100. Okay, I can see a question. Mr. Ruby is saying, my question, sir. Okay, Mr. Ruby, you said I am projecting gold getting to 2,615 and 26, 2,620 zone today before it begins to sell off towards 2,580 to 2,570. Is it 80% advisable around that zone and put stop loss at 2626.50, or wait for a selling candle and sell within that zone? My bias is selling gold considering the strong USD this week. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to the same goal and we look at it. Based on my information that I gave us, I said I'm still expecting price of gold to what? To get down. But if you're expecting me now to give you a particular point to buy or to sell or set your trades, that I will not be able to do because I am not the market. You understand? But we're just looking at it based on analysis, and based on what we are saying here, I'm expecting price to still drop. And the points that has been shaded out for us here is a zone. This is a demand zone. This is a supply zone up here. And the price, and currently price is not even giving us anything. Price is steep this morning. Just like we all know, this is a Friday, and looking at what price is doing this morning, it's a little bit it's struggling. It's steepy. It's not giving us any definite direction, just dancing around that point. It's just some few minutes now, in that particular candle will close. And we don't know what will happen in the next candle. The next candle that can come now can go shatter everything and break the whole structure or whatever. You understand? So because of that, we need to just that's why we are envisaging. You understand? We are envisaging. If price is able to still be within this zone, get to this point, and is unable to break this zone, expect it to drop down to this point. Or it can decide to still drop down, then at this point, can go for a bullish movement. That's just it. That's how price moves. That's my take on gold, my own opinion on it. I don't know if but yes, I believe you should have gotten the information I'm trying to pass across on that point. You understand? Okay, Mr. Ekpemsky, you're saying you should look at US 30. Okay, so let's look at US 30. Yes, let's look at US 30. Okay. After US 30, then we look at D40. Then once I'm done with D40, I'll try to look at one or two instruments that was mentioned that we should look at again that I've done before. So US 30 it is. US 30. So on US30, we discover that price has also moved down, got to this particular point. Can you see? Even spiked up, you understand? It gapped up at a point here. So I'm still expecting price to push down based on the trend we've been seeing on US30. I'm still expecting price to push down. The only reason why we have these two bearish candle, strong bearish candle, is because of the news. Yes, it's because of the news. And if you look at it based on the trend that we are seeing, you discover that it's more or less like price still wants to continue in that trend. What he just did was just to recover a little bit out of that particular zone, and he's still trying to build that trend. So my take on US30 is still sell. I'm still expecting it to respect the trend and still what sell down to this particular point. Okay, let's look at from my daily time frame. Okay, so I'm expecting price to start buying from this. Price will be coming down to this point here. It will be coming down to around this section here. But yes, if price is able to respect this zone and it gets into this point, I'm expecting it to what? To push back up. Look at the daily time frame. You see, it's been moving down. It's been coming down. Bearish movement. What is strong bearish move? So around this point, I'm expecting a bullish movement. Yes, that's my take on US30. So let's look at DE40 now. DE40. Let's look at DE40. Okay, DE40. Now that's a German indices. D
Hello, good morning, sir. Please, does it mean that you don't see my message? I always send message to you, but I
cover
don't
it.
think you read my message.
So I'm expecting this particular instrument to come down on this instrument. I'm expecting the price to get down to this point, you understand? If that is it. But if that is not the case, then fine. So price is just dancing between these 2 points on D40. Let's wait for it to give us a definite direction. If it breaks outside this particular two zones, you understand? There's two zones here. Once it breaks outside it, then it will move. It's not giving us any definite direction now. So let's hold on. Based on what he's doing, price is a little bit cheapy here or steep, you understand? And if price is steep like that, it's not giving us, we can't actually force price to move in one direction or the other. You understand? So let's wait for it. Give us a definite direction, then we move with it. Okay. So we're done with DA40. Let's look at some instruments that is on here. Let's look at some of the instruments. Yes, said that I should. Mr. Ekpemsky said I should look at GBP USD, and I told him that yes, I've looked at it. So, but let me look at GBP USD again. Just like I said I'm expecting price to get into this particular zone from this section here. It should buy. That's my take on GBP USD. I'm expecting price to still come down to this point. Once it gets to this point and is unable to break below this particular section, then it should start pushing back to the upside. Or there could be another funny situation. It could get into this particular zone and reverse back to this point. You understand? These are two sections. So what our advice is, we hold on for it, price to get into these zones first. If he's able to get into this zone and he break outside this zone, above for our buy. But if that is not the case, let's all wait. You understand? Let's all wait. Currently, it's not giving us any definite direction now. So let's wait, hold on. But yes, I'm expecting price. It could get into this point. I'm expecting to get into this point, then there could be a rejection after that. But once it's inside this zone, let's wait for it and see what it wants to do. Is it breaking outside it or reversing back down? Then we'll know what to do from that point. Okay. So we've come to the end of this particular morning's MMR. I'm going to be saying a very big thank you to everybody that joined. And I'm also saying compliment of the season to every one of us. Thank you for joining. And do have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.